We head to Melbourne for the fifth and final stage of the Jayco Herald Sun Tour, and with Jai Hindley 10 seconds to the good of Seb Berwick in the overall standings after his impressive win on Mount Buller yesterday, it would take a large dose of misfortune in this 89km criterium to stop him from winning the yellow jersey. Caden Groves and Alberto Dainese will be looking to add to their tallies today, with a likely sprint finish on the cards after 22 circuits around the city streets. No prizes for guessing who made the first attack of the day. Bridge Lane's Ben Hill was once again on the offensive. He had a little bit more work to do to mathematically ensure he would keep hold of that green points jersey. Joining him in the move were some big hitters, including James Whelan, Alex Catterford and Michael Freeberg. Also in here were Jesse Hewitt and Jay Vine, who are sitting very close together in the overall standings at 5th and 6th respectively. Hill sprung away at the first intermediate sprint after 20 kilometres. Nothing but cramp could stop him from taking maximum points, but in second came Jay Vine, which saw him provisionally leapfrog Hewitt into 5th place on GC. Ben Hill quit the break soon after that point, but there were a couple of other riders keen on replacing him. Mark O'Brien of the Quarter Menthan national team escaped on Anderson Street, the steepest part of the circuit. Also in the hunt was Ari Scott of Black Spoke. Their chase was on, but they were stuck in no man's land on this fast circuit in between the break and the peloton, which was now being led by Team Bridge Lane. Jay Vine caught his GC rival Hewitt napping at the second intermediate sprint to give him more of a time buffer on his 5th place overall. With under 30 kilometres to go, that lead to the main bunch wasn't really moving above 35 seconds, but with 3 laps to go, they hadn't lost much time either, Jimmy Whelan pumping up the crowd at the finish line. Sunweb were in control of the situation though, and the last of the escapees were brought back with 3 kilometres to go. Tom Scully was making a big effort for EF Pro Cycling on the final time up Anderson Street to try and deliver Moreno Hofland to the win. The Dutchman was safely on the wheel, but over the top he decided to slot in further back as they negotiated the last few corners towards the line. Caden Groves started his sprint when Scully finally peeled off, and it wasn't long before the young Aussie was up to speed. He'd mastered the sloping drag to the line and took his second win of the Tour in fine style. His teammate Dion Smith had time to sit up, celebrate and still finish second, which tells you all you need to know about how dominant Groves' win was. The right-hand barrier was the place to be, Groves leading from the front and never letting go. Here is your top 10 on the stage, and just beyond the podium, more consistent performances from Michael Rice of ARA and Mikhail Reim of Israel's Startup Nation. Alberto Dainese was caught out of position in the finale, winding up 15th on the day. Congratulations though to Jai Hindley of Team Sunweb. He didn't put a foot wrong all week and showed his class on the summit finishes to take 2 stage wins as well. Seb Berwick is on the wrong side of a split and lost a bit of time today, but not enough to relinquish his second place, with Housen in 3rd, Powless in 4th and Vine securing that top 5 thanks to those intermediate sprints. Where next for Seb Berwick? Judging by previous winners of the Young Riders classification at this race, maybe the World Tour in the not too distant future. We'll wait and see. Thanks to those 2 mountaintop wins, Hindley also takes the King of the Mountains prize, while Ben Hill got his reward for being in the break every single day, the green points jersey. That's a wrap on the Jayco Herald Sun Tour. Thank you very much for watching the live streams and the highlights as well. Stay tuned to GCN Racing next week for the conclusion of the cyclocross season, as well as the Tour de la Provence.